How are we doing, everyone? Today we're going to look at different Congolese guitarists, some of the iconic musicians that really shaped the genres that were so popular in Congo. We'll be profiling different guitarists from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and Niwel Tsumbu, our modern day, our own Congolese guitar hero, one of the best musicians I know actually, is going to give you a little demonstration of some of the iconic licks throughout the last century. So you'll recognise some of these guitarists. Some of them you can get in and do some research on as well. And if you like what we do, just like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. We can keep promoting all these great genres that we know.
So that's next one we're gonna do. If you did the Congolese Guitar Revolution #1, you probably recognize this name by now. His name is Roxy Thsimpaka. He's definitely my most favorite Congolese guitarist. So I know a lot of stuff from him. And I always have to bring him back. But I want to bring him back here for a reason, because I think most of the lines we did in the previous one, they're all kind of hard lines. So he also has some really nice simple lines that I wanted to just show so that you can see. So like there, actually a good example of that's one of the songs, from Choc Star, but it's very important in terms of the intervals. It starts with thirds, then it goes to fourths. See that? Then it goes to fifths. See that fifths? So fourths again. Then sixths. That's how important the intervals are. 1, 2. So he basically just plays those two lines, but you can see if you learn some of the lines that we did, they're all very, lot of stuff, but this is, very easy. This is, but because what I want to have in the end of this course to be able to come up with your own line too, but I just want to sort of show you there, because this line is 1-4-5. It should be. So. So I even have to think about it, because the timing is so, so the way it plays over the chord is so odd, but it's it's interesting. So it goes. But if you look the line closely, you would see that he's actually not following the 1-4-5 at all, because he's doing that on the G chord. He's actually doing the A. So he's going when the rhythmic guitar is playing the G, he's actually playing the the kind of A, which is A F sharp. So it's a very nice sound. Then it goes to back. So in that I just want to say you don't have to literally follow the chords like 1 4 5. You also play 1 4 5. 1 5 4. You play 1 5 4. No, it's all bring your own individuality into it. Whatever kind of sound you like. What's more important is always the rhythm and the articulation. Because if you it's all this is those accents are actually what make it. Now I'm going to teach you a line that I should have taught in the first course, because this is the most popular Sebene line ever. Every single Congolese would know this. They would dance to it. It's been turned into songs and anthems. It's really the most popular guitar line. The interesting thing about it as well is it's 1 4 5, but again, it does not follow the 1 4 5 rule. It's playing around the 1 4 5. And it starts on the third beat as well, just like Roxy in the previous line. So, but this one it goes 1 2. Then it's part of a longer Sebene where they have all this other singing going on, but this is pretty much the line that he does. These two lines. It's everybody. This is what we as kids, when you hear this line, you start just putting words into it, and it's really great. But he's usually again. The octave and the mix of different intervals again comes here. It starts on the third beat at 1 2 1 2. So this is another famous track by Franco Luambo. It starts with that. And it's using tenths there. Just again, the reason it's tenths because if I go from this note or from that note, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That's why you call it 10. If I go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, and if I play those two, it becomes 11. It's really that simple, and there's no mystery about it. These things, when you hear about it a lot of the time, or you're reading about it, they might get a bit like but actually, if you just look at it, for a few minutes, it's actually way easier than they sound. So this is 10, and I'm doing this pull off here. So see. Then to G, See? In the late 80s, there was a new kind of band that came more younger again. They called Wenge Musica, and their guitarist is also one of the best in the last 30 years or so. What did he bring is he was more a younger guy, so he was more into running around the stage, dancing and running. The thing about this old stuff, you can't really dance. It's hard. Even today, if I'm playing with them, I have to really focus. It's like can see there's lots of movements, so you can't just be dancing and playing this, but then there was the younger, this band came in the 90s, in the late 80s. He was more into dancing and running around the stage. So what he did is he would start like, which is more kind of in the old style, but then eventually he'd come into something like that. This is one of his most famous line. You see, it's just literally one place. So what does that mean? You can run around the stage and jump up and down as much as you want. And then what happened? Since then, most people have followed this. So now if you go to Congo, you would hear a lot of this kind of line. You see, there's not a lot of movement, so it's what they did basically. They slowed down the tempo, and they made things much easier. So it's easier to play, and you can run around the stage, and so this style of the old is nearly gone. This kind of this. You hardly hear anybody playing like this anymore, which is a shame. But the thing is, it got much easier to play. But what I like about the new style for me is groovier, that's for sure. I love the fact that it's slow, so it gives you time, because, as I say, in the old time, it was fast. So if you watch even the footage of these guys playing back then, they don't laugh. So I remember when we were children watching TV, we always used to laugh. What's wrong with those old guys? They play music, they don't laugh. They just, so focused. But it's only when I started learning I realized, my God, they had so much work to do. Okay, now I'm going to teach you one of my own line. It's a modern style of playing. It's based on a chord progression we hadn't looked at, which is 5/4. And I don't think we looked at this chord progression, so it'll be good to also show that side of the music. Here we go. So as you can see, it's a modern style, so it's a sound that will be very familiar. If you listen to Congolese music today, you would hear this will be familiar to you, pretty much, because it's these accents, this way of playing, this kind of phrasing, is always there. But again, it has the traits, has all the intervals. It starts with the interval, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So the third. Then go to the fourth, so 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, You know, that's actually what's going on there. You know, I have to keep stressing is, bringing this up, the importance of these sort of things. You know, the arpeggios, they always come back. So it's something on your own time, you know, to get used to it. Just take a chord and play the whole chord, you know. Because you would always get this. And it's, you know, it's pretty much it's very, very, the foundation of Congolese guitar playing.
Okay. Hope you enjoyed that. So those were just little demos, little examples. However, in the full course, Congolese Guitar Evolution, Niwel goes deeper and more in depth, teaches all of those lines in detail, slows it down as well. One of the great things is on all of the World Music Method courses, we have this real cool media player where you can have notation and tab. You can even just, if one little lick is hard, and yeah, some of them are quite challenging, you can just loop a bar and even use the slow down feature. Just makes it a lot more accessible and quicker to learn, and then you can get performing and playing these licks or creating your own sooner. So click the link below and you can find out more about Niwel's Congolese Guitar Evolution course. And as always, we have some free resources as well if you want to test out what we do. And you can find a link below as well. So yeah. I always just love jamming over this kind of groove. So